Hello chess lovers, I have a very aggressive game for you played by Anatoly Karpov against Kiril Georgiev. The game was played in 1994. Karpov started with d4, knight f6 by Georgiev, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, knight c3, bishop e7. We see the queen's gambit declined, 3 knights variation, bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, black castles, e3, b6, black goes for Tartakower defense, bishop e2, bishop b7, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, c takes d5, e takes d5, b4, c6, white castles, queen d6, queen b3, knight d7, rook e1, bishop e7, rook b1, a5, b takes a5. Well, b5 is not a good idea because of this c5 and black has a strong center. That's why we see b takes a5, rook takes a5, a4, rook e8, bishop f1, bishop f8, queen c2. Now white is preparing e4 break, g6, e4, d takes e4, knight takes e4, queen f4. Now comes bishop c4. This bishop is occupying this a2, g8 diagonal. Bishop g7, rook e2. Well, instead of rook e2, knight h4 is stronger. White is putting pressure on g6 square, using the fact that the pawn on f7 is pinned. And now capturing on h4 is not possible because after this move, black is no longer covering the d6 square, and white can go for this beautiful tactics by sacrificing the bishop on f7. If king takes f7, then knight d6 check and it's over. Let's go back, but instead after bishop g7 we see rook e2, c5, d5, rook a8, rook e1, rook d8, queen b3, bishop a8, g3, kicking this queen away, queen b8, and here comes d6. White is completely dominating the position. Now the threat is bishop takes f7 check. Black played rook f8, but it turns out that even this move is not protecting the f7 square. By the way, if a move like rook takes e4 trying to simplify the position by sacrificing the pawn on f7, then after king h7, rook takes e4, bishop takes e4, rook takes e4, and if a move like knight f6, then white can go for this beautiful bishop sacrifice on j6. If king takes g6, then rook e7, the threat is queen f7 check. If king h7, then queen c2 check, and using the fact that the light squares are weakened, white queen is penetrating black's camp. If rook g8, then knight e5 is winning, the threat is knight f7 checkmate, or if knight e8, then simply d7 and it's over. Let's go back. But after d6 we see rook f8 in the game. Now comes a very beautiful combination by Karpov. You can pause the video and try to find his next moves. Ready? Karpov played bishop takes f7 check, sacrificing the bishop. Rook takes f7, and now comes knight g5, putting more pressure on f7 and sacrificing the knight as well. H takes g5, but here comes the second knight. Knight takes g5, rook f8 and rook e8. Look at this. Queen takes d6, now comes queen takes f7 check, king h8, knight e6, and black resigned. Right now the threat is queen takes g7 checkmate or knight takes f8 and it's over. If a move like bishop h6, then knight takes f8 followed by rook takes a8. A very beautiful combination by Anatoly Karpov. Your comments please, what do you think about this game? Good luck.